West, salute. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. We got it, and we going up. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Defamation lawsuit against UMG. Motion to dismiss. I hope y'all paying attention to that. Hit that like button on your way in. Let me try to get y'all this link. OTG y'all. We is not on Clubhouse right now. I didn't feel like making a link. We doing 2 rooms today. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and go up. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. As y'all come in, hit that like button, man. I hope y'all enjoy the content. But we got the content. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to play a song that I got the license to play. One of my homeboys, one of my brothers, man, Mucho, De Niro, OGE Life, and TP, another brother, man, from OGE, Organized Grind Entertainment, man. Some of the peers when I was in the music industry as a rapper and a CEO, you know what I'm saying, doing my music thing. I'm still that, but just not so much. I'm more on the entrepreneurial side. But let's play this as we wait for y'all to get up in here, hit that like button. It's old, but it's still dope-ass lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And this was Kendrick Lamar. This was K-Dot, matter of fact. Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. That like button. Let's go.
D-Fresh.
Beautiful black lady, what up?
Showing your residence, flying in a pellet. Smoking on the whole blunt, wrap full of medicine. Gucci backpack full of books and evidence. Walking on campus like I'm Thomas Edison. My jewelry look electric, my wardrobe selection is higher than your necklace. Not a soap opera, but I'm young and I'm restless. Mucho De Niro, nigga, I'm the investment. Think you the shit, nigga, I'm the intestines. Organized grind, nigga, die or respect it. High as a picture, riding in a bent with the offset foes, nigga, buy you some inches. Me and my niggas ride dick like a bike club. Keep bitches open late like night club. Damn. Tell my dark bitch lighten up. Pussy driving when I screw tighten up. Southern Cali fly guy, him connected everywhere, him go him like Wi-Fi. Pull up on a nigga at the light, him like bye-bye. Adios, tata, your life means nada. The watch in your pocket look flaca, and mine look gordo. I'm chilling with your bride out, I'm chilling with your ordo. Man, I might just put her in a porno. I let her suck my thing and then I put her in a porno. Bam. I said the same damn thing. Fuck that. TP, do the same damn thing. We OG to the motherfucker. Fuck these niggas, they bitches like a motherfucker. TP, D-Fresh, holla at me. Rich and cocky, holla at me.
We got 2 lives tonight.
Holla at me. Holla at me. Holla at me. Holla at me. Inches from the concrete, sitting on 82 12s is in the back, the trunk shivering like Ollie. Maybe I'm a problem, but probably I be with OG. We in the fucking building like a lobby. I be on my P's, Q's, carrots, and my here they cooking with the oven, microwave a pan pot. Slap a nigga like a superhero in that Hancock. Flipping bitches like gymnasts, now go and get the camera. Mucho getting Ashley, I'ma take Pamela. Pam got a twin, so be me camera. Hard work, bitch, do you need to see the hammer? I'm the shit, white whip, looking like a pamper. Pay the cost of floss and be the boss, no Tony Dancer. Smoke a nigga like a cigarette, it's only cancer. Ask who that nigga is, I seem to be the answer. And us, OG, we dandruff, so dangerous. Our aim is sending more messages than my aim is. How can you blame us? These niggas so aimless. These niggas so doodle, don't wanna see them on YouTube or on MySpace. Give a damn what you do, stay the fuck up out of my face. Bet your trunk is going do. Bet you shoulda, coulda, woulda been the T to the P to the O to the G. He high, even when that beat not but track got that heat right.
Welcome to the wild side, Hub City's wild side. With text fly, that's homicide. My stacks like a mile high. Fly, here's a bitch. Got a condo on cloud 9. Slap box with God, jump off heaven and skydive. So supernatural K-Dot, come and see me on Sci-Fi. On 5'6" with 5'9", 2 Mac 10s and Glock 9s. Let's do this. However, whenever, tell them I'm ready. Waters run deep, way before Katrina broke the levee. Look, partner, I'm the gangster, I'm no killer. But please believe I know plenty gangsters that'll kill you. I don't like you, I don't feel you. You're very unfamiliar. So please build your catalog before I knock your cattle off this saddle off on the red horse. That's a red Porsche. That's not your favorite rapper in the booth. That's a dead corpse. Was K.Dot, kick chaos. Niggas bitch up like canines. I click up and click, 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 click. Smell the fumes on my Levi's. Bitches popping pills and mushrooms in my hotel room. I squeeze dick through they thick thighs. They bounce like this beat from TDOT. 66 TVs in my new SUV. FUCKYOU pay me. Or pay me no attention and meet the criminal henchman. Jenna 6 ain't shit. I know local henchmen. Come shoot me. I'm in a 2-seater with hoodie. Motherfucker.
13, salute. Of course, we enjoyed the birthday. I'm waiting on y'all to show up. Really, I'm waiting on y'all to get these likes up. The people to start coming up in. I don't want them to start coming up in, and we ain't got enough people in here, and I got to restart over at re-answer questions. Kind of like defeat the purpose. Let's get them likes up, man. Y'all been bullshitting on the likes, man. I mean, for real. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? We bring the content. Y'all take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? We bring the content. You know what I'm saying? And expect the least that y'all can do is show a little bit of respect for our time, research. You know what I'm saying? I guess y'all don't really value it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just last night. Last night, the numbers were super low. We ended up doing 1,000. And it was content that I really want to push, just like this one. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had nothing to say about CS2 back. We had nothing to say about the Crip Cop, nothing to say about Big U or Loose Cannon. We could have said something, but we wanted to run this content because it was more than the distractions of everyday life, and it needed to be said. We ended up getting 1,000 people. And I was happy that we got 1,000 because when we got off live, it was like 600 people. You know what I'm saying? But we ended up getting 1,000 people on last night's live, and it was very serious. It was very deep. And I don't think that a lot of people gravitate towards that type of energy. And that's sad. It's really a statement of where we at. If I would have been flaming up some of these suckers, y'all would have had it. Cracking Steffi Weffy, what up? Official salute, dudes. Yael Maz in the chat, salute. And Steffi, we got to get you a mod also. I don't know why you still don't got a wrench. I was supposed to been gave you a wrench weeks ago. Steffi Weffy, salute from Drew V. Stand on the media, Lou from the Lou, what's popping? But hit that like button, man. Let's get up in here. We got the content. Hey, this is why Drake could never fuck with Dot. He definitely but hurt. Yeah, bro, that's some 2010 Kendrick Lamar featured on Mucho Dinero and the homie TP from Organized Grind Entertainment. Them is my bros, man. You know what I'm saying? Active Chucks, Organized Grind Entertainment, as well as Yard Down Music. You know what I'm saying? That was like our little clique. And we messed with the AOBs at the time. That's shout out Joe Moses. Today, that's NWB, niggas with bands. Pusha Inc., shout out YG, shout out Todd Alessandro, Reem Riches, TC, you know what I'm saying? But that was kind of like the circle that in the entertainment world, underground hip-hop artists is. Man, I love yesterday's content. We needed that to be discussed. Thank you, dude, man. And the crazy thing is, this is the only place that can speak on those kind of topics from our perspective, which focuses on our perspective. You know what I'm saying? And be able to have that kind of intellectual conversation, man. You know, and it gets so much deeper. I would not do no more of this content, period, if we could have those type of intellectual conversations, constructive conversations about our communities like that every day, man. Let's see what they doing on Instagram. Salute to everybody on Instagram. DJ Cool Drag, hey, salute, man. We on YouTube. We on Twitch. We on Instagram. We on Facebook. at Active Chucks. Y'all can find us on there. Run that up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be coming. Oh, I didn't see Tartan Mystic. Tartan Mystic was in here. Hey, Tartan Mystic. Salute. Stand on the media. And it's very important that we have that kind of content, right? You got to remember that in this country, our people were considered by the Constitution less than human, called monkeys. So to have that type of esteem tear you down, you definitely needs a lot of you need a lot of healing to help build you back up. Oh yeah, man, I enjoy my B-Day. Megan Davis, what up? So let me see what we have first. We got okay, that's the game. That's for later on. We got a couple things. Do I already got a all right, let's see what we got. Certified lover boy, certified PDF. What? That look mud. What? I'm gonna do my stuff. We're gonna get y'all to the content. Hit that like button. Matter of fact, y'all still ain't hitting that like button enough. I just seen the thing. Y'all is really doing well. Thank you, Megan Davis, with the happy belated birthday. Y'all ain't hitting the what you call it, so I just chill. Let me get some of this on. We gonna play this real quick. I'm chilling, man. Cause y'all don't want the con. Let's start that back over. Featuring Joe Moses and Fat Rob, the different B mix, man. Salute to the whole team. Salute to Joe for that feature, man. Luke from the Loot. Oh, and Sire on the chorus. Luke from the Lou with the $10 super chat. Happy belated Born Day, King. Salute to you, man. I appreciate everything donated to Damu Kiwe Conversations is appreciated. And Lou from the Lou. Shout out to the Lou, man. You know what I'm saying? The Shelby State. He showed us $10 to get it cracking. Cameron, brother, what up? Salute, King. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Mike B, what up, bro? Card Mystic, $10 super chat. Happy birthday. Card Mystic, thank you for the support. Always beautiful. Your spirit, it exudes through the page without you even having to say a word. Thank all donations donated to the Damu Kiwe Conversations are appreciated. We definitely appreciate it. Let me close this and get into this content. What they say, laugh out loud, De Niro, Nina 13, salute, stand on the media. So, one of the biggest, most historical hip-hop battles in hip-hop history. Happy birthday, blood. Salute, Mike B. You already know what it do, whoop. You know what I'm saying? Music fire dudes. You know, they try to say I was a one-hit wonder, but I had success with other records. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fire dudes. Thanks, Drew V. You know what I'm saying? I'm a versatile artist, so you know what I'm saying? I learned how to make money off of that. So that was a bang. Good looking, Mike B. That's different B mix. Deuce Sims feature Joe Moses, Sire, and the homie Fat Rob. Shout out to the Bread Camp. This is crazy. Deuce Sims, Trenches News, and my cousin all had the same birthday. Damn, didn't Trenches News rat? Hey, but I got the same birthday. Well, the world and life has balance. Crazy because it's my middle son's day today. My youngest son's day, B-Day, is the 10th. Man, well, happy birthday to your middle son today. Happy birthday to Drew V's middle son. You know what I'm saying? And on the 10th, remind us, UV, we going to make sure we give your son a shout out to Steffi Weffy. You know what I'm saying? Damn, we missed it. Mike B, stand on the media. Kid, I wish I didn't stand on the media. That Rich and Cocky song goes so fucking hard. It makes you want to get up and bop. Hey, man, good looking out, bro. Trenches News did right. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought so. To me, it's no battle. Kendrick rules this one. Happy birthday, little one. See, Drew V, now your son is getting, your middle one is getting all the things. Mo Hill. All the Taurus, y'all know it's Taurus gang. It don't bang. Mo, salute. Leon Knight, play that light up. Y'all want the light up? We got the people. They looking for the content. We'll play the light up. Let's get into the content. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop this real quick, and then we'll get into the we're gonna get into the content. All right, we got that. We got that. Boom. Let's get into the content, man. Let's get into the content. Damn. Oh, yeah, no, that's not working. We got to go over here and hit that thing. Oh, I already hit the thing. I'm tripping. I'm over here tripping, man. I hope y'all ain't mad at me for taking this long, but hit that like button. Let's go. Is that Maria coming home? The dog's barking.
Right corner of the video, but let's get into it, man, because we got to talk about how UMG had filed a motion to dismiss Drake's amended complaint in this lawsuit. Yes, sir. It looks like UMG wasn't done cooking Drake. They brutally cooked Drake, doubled down on it with the second motion to dismiss. Now they had filed a motion to dismiss the first time. Drake had to go back and amend the complaint, and now UMG is filing a motion to dismiss the amended complaint. Like, UMG is not messing around, bro. All the things that they said in this motion to dismiss lets you know that they are not playing. So this is the motion to dismiss the amended complaint. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what it is that UMG said in regards to this document right here. Now, initially, the first few pages of this motion to dismiss is essentially just a recap of the first motion to dismiss. They're basically just giving you the whole rundown of the beef, of the songs that were used, Not Like Us, Family Matters, Tailor Made Freestyle, Baca, His Case, the rap feud being a common thing. Rap beef is a common thing in hip hop. Drake being aware of the rap beef. He studies rap battles for a living. That's what he said. Euphoria, all the quotes, all the lyrics, all being quoted, everything right here. This is all just a recap, basically, from the first time they had sent the motion to dismiss. What really is the important part of all of this is the argument. The argument right here is what really matters, is really the meat and potatoes of this whole document. After they recap everything, the argument says that the legal standard, a complaint must plead enough facts to state a claim to relief that is possible on its face. The court can credit only well-pleaded, non-conclusory factual allegations. In certain circumstances, the court may permissibly consider documents other than the complaint in ruling on a motion, Rule 12b-6, including documents incorporated into the complaint by reference, and matters of which court may take judicial notice, including the fact that press coverage contains certain information. In particular, courts will take judicial notice of documents that Drake contends that the decision not to include the word PDF file, as used in the phrase certified PDF file in Lamar's Super Bowl performance, could only reflect that the language is defamatory, but this ignores any number of other explanations for the decision, such as threats by Drake of additional meritless litigation. Drake argues that because Kendrick chose not to use the phrase certified PDF file when he performed at the Super Bowl, even though it may have been used in the original song, Drake is using that and claiming that him not using the word would mean to Drake that the phrase is defamatory. And in other words, Lamar avoided saying it because he knew it would legally damage Drake's reputation. However, the counter argument from UMG is that they're saying that's a weak or overly speculative argument. Just because Lamar didn't say the phrase doesn't automatically prove it's defamatory. There could be many other reasons for omitting the phrase, such as the NFL being a family company. Millions of children are watching the NFL. It's on public television. There's more than enough reasons why Kendrick couldn't say that word on public television, not just because of Drake. It could even be the artist's choice not to say it. But nonetheless, if you've seen the halftime performance, you know that the phrase was censored, but Drake is trying to twist this and make an argument out of it as being defamatory. In hindsight, what this is really showing is that Drake was immediately planning on suing Kendrick Lamar and openly complained about the Super Bowl the minute that it aired. Just another example of you seeing that Drake was trying to sue from the very beginning. I don't think that Kendrick Lamar not uttering the phrase because Drake thinks it's defamatory is going to hold up in court at all. Drake is just trying to use the omission of a controversial lyric as evidence of defamation. But the court or the defense is saying that logic doesn't hold up. UMG saying it don't make any sense. There are many other reasons for an artist to censor themselves, alter content, whatever the case may be, especially on a public stage like the Super Bowl. Remember, a Rule 12b-6 is a provision of the federal rules and civil procedure that allows a defendant to ask the court to dismiss a lawsuit because the plaintiff hasn't stated a legal valid claim. And that's what they follow up with the second paragraph. Drake fails to state a claim for defamation. Drake, who had no concerns using UMG's platform to publish slurs about Lamar during the rap feud, now claims Not Like Us is defamatory. These allegations directly aimed at chilling legitimate artistic expression safeguarded by the First Amendment and are meritless. Drake fails to state a claim for defamation because Not Like Us conveys non-actionable opinion and rhetorical hyperbole. And because he does not adequately plead that UMG acted with actual malice, the alleged defamatory material is non-actionable opinion and hyperbole. To be defamatory, a publication must convey fact, not opinion or rhetorical hyperbole. Expression of opinion as opposed to assertion of fact are deemed privileged, and no matter how offensive, cannot be the subject of an action for defamation. And the footnote here is just letting you know that this whole situation, this whole lawsuit, and the angle that Drake is trying to take with it, he's trying to say that this lawsuit is not about the artist who created Not Like Us. UMG is challenging that and saying that Drake's repeated instances to the contrary merely betrays his recognition that his true battle was and is with Kendrick Lamar. It says here that Drake also claims that the lyrics of Not Like Us imply that they are based on additional facts, not disclosed to the listener. This too fails as a matter of law. New York courts apply the objective reasonable person standard to assess whether a statement implies undisclosed facts, making it a mixed opinion. The court's essential task is to decide whether the word complained of, considered in the context of the entire communication and of the circumstances in which they were spoken or written, may be reasonably understood as implying the assertion of undisclosed facts justifying the opinion. Meaning, whether a statement constitutes a pure opinion or a mixed opinion is a question of the law for the court. That is, answered by considering, in the context of the entire communication and of the circumstances in which they were spoken or written, whether the average listener would reasonably understand the opinion as implying the assertion of undisclosed facts justifying the opinion. Drake points to two lyrics to support his argument that Not Like Us leaves an unmistakable impression that is based on undisclosed facts. Say, Drake, I hear you like 'em young. And the other lyric, the rabbit hole is deep, I can go further, I promise. Shout out the rabbit hole. These statements cannot be reasonably understood as conveying undisclosed facts. Drake's claim as to the first lyric is particularly stunning, as noted above. Drake himself goaded Lamar to talk about Drake liking him young, because right after that, Lamar then did so. Does not convey anything other than that Lamar accepted Drake's invitation. UMG is telling Drake right here, the only reason why he did that in the first place was because you told him to say it. You were egging him on. He hadn't even replied to you at this point, and you kept dropping songs and you kept talking to him. You kept provoking him. So he listened to you and accepted your invitation and decided to talk about how you like him young. In all events, the statements are too vague to support the weight that Drake gives them, as they have no precise meaning which is readily understood. More fundamentally, for the reason of tone and context already discussed, these rhetorical statements fail to imply any factual basis for the lyrics in Not Like Us. The court held that although two statements may cross the line into becoming potentially actionable mixed opinions, they do not imply undisclosed facts, where they could be reasonably understood as part of a tasteless effort to lampoon because they were made in circumstances where an audience may anticipate the use of epithets, fiery rhetoric, and hyperbole. They doubled down by saying that Drake's argument also fails because the statement in Not Like Us relates to other controversies. Indeed, to the extent of the quotations rabbit hole has any understood meaning. It does not imply undisclosed facts, but rather pursuing a known piece of information. Alice followed the rabbit down the hole to Wonderland. That is crazy. And in that sense implies Lamar is referring to a well-known rumor regarding Drake's relationship with Mike. And this is where I think they absolutely cooked Drake at this point, bro. I think they're really doubling down here. I mean, for the love of God, bro. They're referencing the rabbit hole, and they're saying that Kendrick is only saying these things about you because they're well-known rumors regarding Drake's relationship with youngins. Now, this is the part where I was talking about when UMG had made that response not too long ago. When UMG was talking about how a discovery could go both ways and be careful what you wish for, I think this rabbit hole angle that they're going with in this lawsuit could get a lot more messier, and it could go a lot more deeper, I promise. Although some of the statements are based on undisclosed, unfavorable facts known to the writer and disgruntled tone, anonymous posting and predominant use of statements that cannot be definitively proven true or false supports the findings that the challenge statements are only susceptible of non-defamatory meaning grounded in opinion. Essentially, what they're saying is that Kendrick is just making the song based off of rumors that are well known to everybody, which is crazy to say because UMG, the people that have been taking care of Drake for years, their own artists, they're the ones that are saying that it's a well-known rumor regarding Drake's relationship with youngins. Drake also alleges the statements in Lamar's Euphoria, including "Don't tell no lie about me and I won't tell truths about you." And I know some ish that make Gunna want to look like a saint imply that Not Like Us is based on undisclosed facts. For the same reasons discussed above, this argument fails both in light of the rhetorical hyperbole of the artist rap battle and because there is no connection drawn between these lyrics and the statements in Not Like Us. UMG wasn't done cooking Drake there, bro. They decided to keep going. They wanted to go further, and they really wanted to let Drake have it because the next paragraph is insane. It says, facts and criticism concerning Drake's relationship with mine predate Not Like Us and have been widely reported. Widely reported is insane. The criticism of Drake's relationship and all that being widely reported is diabolical, bro. Like UMG going at Drake this way. Remember, these are the guys that have been taking care of Drake for a really long time. This is their artist, indicating Drake for years of rumors of speculation around his misbehavior around youngins, and that Millie Bobby Brown is one of the things that most people are aware of when it comes to Drake and the rumors around him. In The Heart Part 6, Drake also affirmed that he understood Lamar's statement in Not Like Us to refer to Millie Bobby Brown's controversy, stating that this Epstein angle was the ish that I expected, and I only effing with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager. Clearly, Drake himself understands that Lamar's lyrics refer to well-known issues that have been widely reported. Drake's arguments concerning undisclosed facts carry no weight at all. And the footnote is interesting because it says right here, we all know the stories of him going to girls' basketball games. There are some things that we've seen and heard over the years. It's kind of wild that this has been in the atmosphere for some time, but no one has previously called out Drake in this way. When Millie Bobby Brown was 13, she met Drake at a concert. He was 30 or 31 at the time. She said they would text a lot in interviews and they maintained their friendship where he would give her advice about boys and stuff like that. This was spoken about in interviews. Allegations of Drake having inappropriate relationships, Drake having these suspicious relationships with youngins is a topic Drake has had to debunk in the past. Not Like Us reflects these rumors surrounding Drake's personal life. Now, this becomes a very big conflict because your label is essentially saying that these rumors about our artist that is suing us, they have been going around for years. Not Like Us is a reflection of those rumors that have surrounded Drake's personal life before the beef had even started. And I think this is just one step going further into where UMG could take it if Drake continues to play this game. I think that UMG not only doubling down in this way, but if it gets to that point, I really think that they're really gonna start talking, bro, about any type of escapade that they're aware of, that we're not aware of about Drake. It says here that Drake cannot allege that UMG acted with actual malice. Drake claims should also be dismissed for failure to plead actual malice. A public figure can prevail on defamation claim only where clear and convincing evidence proves that a defamatory statement was published with actual malice. That is, with deliberate or reckless falsification. The element of actual malice focuses primarily on what a defendant knew or believed at the time a purportedly false statement was made. Because UMG is a corporation, Drake must also plead specific allegations that individuals at UMG acted with actual malice. At the time that they participated in the publication of the statement in question, Drake does not and cannot plead that any specific person acted with actual malice. His defamation claims fail for this reason as well. Essentially, what they're saying is
What
that
up,
because
Miss Lisa?
UMG is a corporation and not a person, Drake can't say that UMG defamed me. He must go further and specifically identify a person at UMG who could have done that. The argument here is that Drake hasn't and likely can't point to an individual at UMG who acted with actual malice in publishing statements he's complaining about. Because of that, his defamation claim will fail, especially against a corporate defendant like UMG. They have millions and millions and millions of dollars. They're the ones that were signing Drake's checks. So if you think that they can't go against Drake forever, you're completely wrong about this, bro. But remember, Drake has to prove that the statement was not just false, but that the speaker knew it was false or had reckless disregard for the truth. And it leaves the question again, why are you suing UMG and not Kendrick Lamar? Like people say, he wants to mask this lawsuit like if he's being a hero going against the machine. Realistically, he's just salty about the loss, but doesn't want to make it about Kendrick Lamar and doesn't want to make the lawsuit about him losing against Kendrick. He wants to make it about UMG and him trying to change the story. But if that's the case, he would have named somebody already. It says here, courts also recognize that the malice inquiry must focus on what the publisher intended to convey. Whether the speaker intends a statement as outrageous parodies or caricatures, there may be no consciousness that the speaker is publishing something false because the speaker does not think he is publishing a statement of fact and therefore lacks subjective knowledge or recklessness as to the falsification of statement of fact required to show actual malice. So to hear UMG released a rap diss track conveying rhetoric and insults, Drake has not alleged that anyone at UMG intended to convey anything other than
Hey, the nigga CS2 back put Drake. Hey, Phil White. Hey, Phil White, could you put the link in my DMs or in the chat? He said, Deuce, what's your thoughts on Wack saying he's going to sue you and Los Scandalous for defamation? Checkmate, nigga. That's what that means. The day that nigga think he gonna file that. Well, first, I'm already got my lawsuit coming to him. Matter of fact, I was supposed to call my lawyer today. Damn, I forgot I went to work. I'm gonna call my lawyer though, but and see what's up with that filing. But yeah, bro, that's my reaction. That dude's a clown. But please post the link or send it to my YouTube. We definitely want to go over him saying that that nigga mad. Hey, Deuce Sims and Scandalous been putting in that work. He know it's everywhere and he can't run from it. Let's go.
And what this was an incendiary diss track. Like I said, bro, Drake's issues are with Kendrick Lamar. It's not with UMG. Drake fails to state a claim for a second-degree harassment. Drake asserts a claim for harassment in the second degree under NY Penal Law 240-26-3, claiming that Lamar issued a call to target, including through violence, and that Not Like Us amounts to incitement. This claim fails for multiple reasons. Means that a private right of action is inconsistent with the legislative scheme. Courts, therefore, routinely hold that 240-26 does not create a private right of action. This passage is basically arguing that the New York Penal Law 240-26, which is also known as second-degree harassment, does not give private individuals the right to sue someone under it because it's a criminal statute and not a civil one. UMG is saying that Drake is trying to use this criminal law as a basis for a civil lawsuit, which the court says is not allowed. So there's a chance that this is going to be dismissed. So there's a chance that even if this keeps going on, there's a chance that this second-degree harassment situation could be dismissed because of that. You can't sue someone civilly under this law for harassment. You need to base your claim on a civil statute and not a criminal one. Finally, Drake fails to allege that UMG acted with no legitimate purpose in publishing and promoting Not Like Us. The phrase no legitimate purpose means the absence of reason or justification to engage someone other than to hound, frighten, or threaten. Here, Drake expressly alleges that UMG motives with respect to Not Like Us were financial.
Okay.
Here, Drake expressly alleges that UMG's motives with respect to Not Like Us were financial. Drake fails to state a claim under NYG BL 349. Immediately after the release of Not Like Us, Drake started making baseless accusations that Lamar was using superstitious means, such as fake streams, to make the song appear more popular than it is. Now Drake has attempted to shoehorn his grievance into an NYGBL 349 claim against UMG. Drake claims that UMG made materially false and misleading representation about the recording's popularity to consumers without disclosing that it was covertly financially incentivizing third parties to play, stream, and promote the recording, including paying others to use bots to stream the recording. Drake cannot satisfy the elements of the GBL 349 claim. First, Drake fails to plausibly allege a convert scheme. All of his allegations are on information and belief. Bot allegations on information and belief, and that's going off of the academic stream, all these other things that Drake had gotten from the internet, Drake had gotten online. Drake has also received information that UMG engaged in a classic pay-for-play scheme by paying to increase the airplay for the recording on the radio, but such allegations must be accompanied by...
So now he's the nigga Drake is snitching, saying that he received information that UMG, Universal Music Group, engaged in a classic pay-for-play scheme by paying to increase the airplay of the recording on the radio. You know what I'm saying? But what UMG is saying, but such allegations must be accompanied by a statement of the facts upon which the belief is founded and cannot rest on pure conjecture and speculation. This is true, especially with regard to consumer fraud claims, such as those under GBL, Doe versus Yeshiva University, collecting cases. This is nasty work. This nigga is signed to UMG as an artist. UMG also owns Interscope, and I think K-Dot is still under signed to Interscope with his new deal. This was K-Dot's first album where he was the boss and controlled everything. And it was a hit. Every which way, every song, platinum status, broke records on the Billboard, but he's claiming Payola, and he's blaming UMG. Well, do you got any inside information like that they did Payola for you or something, Drake? So it was good when they did it for you, but now your bitch ass gets smoked by K-Dot. And now you just telling on everybody. I'm telling. Give me my football. I'm going home. If I can't be the quarterback, give me my football. This is one of them type niggas, bro. Nasty.
By a statement of the facts upon which the belief is founded and cannot rest on pure conjecture and speculation. This is true, especially with regard to consumer fraud claims such as those under GBL. After withdrawing his prior false allegations, which were the ones that he removed because those were the ones he used the academics reference that just didn't add up in court, was frivolous, and they threw it out. Drake had to amend his lawsuit and take it out. So after withdrawing his prior false allegation that UMG was accused on the podcast of paying to use bots to stream Not Like Us, Drake is now reduced to citing different podcast hosts who claimed that Kendrick used bots so that a Drake record would have more dislikes than likes. This is him referencing Joe Budden's podcast. And I remind you that Joe Budden has already came out and said that he was lying. And he has a disclaimer in his videos that say that everything that he says isn't to be taken serious or to be used to indict anybody. He also relies on now deleted anonymous X comments accusing Lamar of buying promo to clown Drake's lawsuit, not to promote Not Like Us, as well as another post claiming that UMG and Lamar used a bot streamer. Courts reject such online comment-based pleading because online comments are utterly failed to make plausible the underlying factual claims. This is them cooking Drake because they're like, I don't know why Drake keeps using Twitter and comments from the internet to try to prove a point. Thus, these comments cannot save Drake's information and belief allegations. Drake's remaining allegations are even more speculative, such as 2 X posts from July showing Not Like Us being recommended to Spotify users who search for rap artists. Drake also fails to plausibly allege that UMG had actual knowledge of any conduct or accusations concerning Lamar. Moreover, Drake cannot allege that any representation about the recording's popularity to consumers were actually deceptive or misleading in a material way. And I think that it's hilarious how they get at Drake about using comments in the comment section and the way that Drake uses references. They even got a few of these Twitter accounts to let you show that these are the usernames that Drake is getting of the people that Drake is referencing in this lawsuit, just to show you how ridiculous it is. Drake using these random burner accounts to prove his point on the lawsuit. The comments cited in Drake's complaint make this point. They are rife with grammatical errors, slang and emojis, and authored by sources such as Wrestling Warrior 15, Meow Meow 1234 Meow, and I'm Chicken Little on X. This is crazy, bro. These are the references that Drake is coming with. This is insane. And I see why UMG is pointing this out. It is so ridiculous to reference these accounts on a lawsuit like this. And when I went over the amended complaint the first time, I was clicking all of these links and they were just taking me to random accounts on Twitter, bro. It was almost laughable. It was laughable. It's so ridiculous how many hyperlinks that they put from Twitter in the amended lawsuit. They took out a lot of information. They took out a lot of their arguments and filled it with regurgitated bullshit that you find on Twitter by people like Meow Meow 1234, I'm Chicken Little, and Wrestling Warrior 15. I think that's the point that UMG is trying to make with all of this. Drake does not and cannot allege that Not Like Us would have not been an immense success had it not been for the alleged financial incentives at issue. That is, there are no alleged false or deceptive statements, even assuming that these payments occurred, nor does Drake allege that knowledge of these alleged covert payments would be material to consumers. After all, there's no obligation under GBL 349 to provide whatever information a consumer might like to know. Second, Drake's injury theory is that one, each time the recording was artificially streamed, Drake's songs received a disproportionate share from the pool of royalties collected based on the streaming data. And two, every time the recording was played on the radio, Drake lost the opportunity for one of his songs to be played. But such far-fetched claims are not cognizable. The proposition that a Drake song would necessarily have been played instead of Not Like Us is pure speculation. Nor does Drake allege how either claim injury was caused by a failure to disclose the alleged financial incentives. That is, how they were a result of the deception. And in any event, Drake's GBL 349 claim fails because he only alleges injuries that are indirect on harm to third parties. So that was the lawsuit, 33 pages. It was a big read. It was a really big read. I appreciate everybody who stuck around to the very end. I think they doubled down on a lot of things that they said the first time they had made the argument, and now they're doubling down and saying all of these things, talking about the references, talking about Drake, inviting Kendrick to say those things. The rabbit hole angle was crazy. I really think that them talking about the rabbit hole the way that they did, they're leaving it for open discussion. This wasn't created by Kendrick Lamar. There were rumors that were already circulating. If anything, all Kendrick did was use those rumors in a battle, and those rumors just happened to go viral. They reached the surface. And the thing is that people before this battle had always said Drake has always been questionable in regards to stuff like that. But it's the fact that it's coming from his label. The company that has been with Drake for 15 years has had a business relationship with UMG for many, many years. So when it's them saying that the rabbit hole has always been there, it makes you think, what else do they know? And what else can they bring to the surface? Because it's like they said in that warning, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. I don't think the discovery has happened yet, but it's like UMG said, the discovery goes both ways. We know what Drake is going to ask for, the contracts and all of that, but really it's what UMG is going to ask from Drake. What are they going to ask Drake for? And in my opinion, I think UMG already knows what to ask Drake about when it comes to the discovery. I think UMG doubled down and cooked Drake again, bro. Barbecue chicken. Burnt to a crisp, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. But y'all tell me how you feel about this, man.
Burnt to a crisp? I agree with you, brother. I definitely agree with you. This is nasty work. Yael, were you able to digest all of this stuff that Drake is going through, snitching on people's Twitter pages and Instagram posts, because claiming that because they were playing Kendrick Lamar songs every time they played this defamatory song, it took away from an opportunity for them to play his song. Did you hear that shit, bro?
I heard that 100%, Deuce, and that is just crazy. That's crazy, sir. But it just goes to show you, bro. They put these rappers on these pedestals to be models and their images of the community and where we come from, and that's not it. Especially with him doing shit like this. You already know Damu Kiwe don't stand for that. We ain't standing for none of that. So yeah, he got an F and everything. His report card. We not Dejan right now. We're grading his character, his authenticity, and right now you got all Fs, brother.
So now he want to go against his career might be over, because when you sign to a contract to a record label like that, do you think that he will ever get preferential treatment as an artist on any of his album releases after he tried to take down the company? After he tried to claim that the company was using Payola, that's implicating him in fraud and crimes. You know what I'm saying? This is nasty work. Too many weirdos on the pedestal. Hey, no, that's a fact. I came in on the part about his own label selling them out. That is nasty work, bro. They said that it's been rumors out there. And the fact that Kendrick Lamar dived down that rabbit hole. What a nasty term to utilize in this case. I don't know, one song of Drake, he gets the whole middle finger, we Cali, and we stand on it. Hey, Mo Hill, I disagree with you. I really like Drake music. I think that it's not traditional hip hop, but he make music that I can play with. I'm with my bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too hardcore, because you know I get to listen to some hardcore shit all day from the morning to the evening. You know what I'm saying? And I could go to oldies, but Drake kind of comes in good freeway music, and you could go to his earlier albums, right? He definitely, now he don't write all his music, right? He's kind of like a brand now. So like Michael Jackson or another great performer, where other people write songs for him, but he has performed in the last 15 years, some of the best records, if you put it over that time space in comparison with other artists. Now, he does have some elite lyricism when he goes there on sometimes, if he's writing those lyrics. I'm not sure he's writing those lyrics, you know what I'm saying? But definitely it's still West Coast. It's still we still riding with K-Dot as far as who was gonna win that battle, but the battle's over. We don't need to pick a side. It's over. You don't hear how this is embarrassing. This man should be ashamed of himself. He was never a rapper. He's an actor that was talented and addicted to the music. Little crybaby ass, definitely a little crybaby ass. I'm with you, Nina 13. He'll get the same treatment poor DMX got. Difference is Drake deserved being shown. I don't think what y'all talking about. It's the melodies you like. Yeah, like it's like R&B with a flow. Exactly, Luke. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I like the Ja Rule. I like the pop. La da 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 da. Come with me. Real Pop was one of the first ones that played with melodies like that, playing with his voice. Even used some auto-tune. Thug Life. Bitch. Go listen to the Thug Life album and see how he played with his voice with auto-tunes and a deep monster voice. I don't like Drake Deuce. That's your opinion. I know. That's my opinion. That's what I'm saying. I don't like him either. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I like him. I'm talking about his music. I think Drake has a ghostwriter. I think Drake got multiple ghostwriters. Not one, multiple. Nope, that's why you sue after you leave a job. You don't file a lawsuit on Friday and then show back up to work on Monday. Drake is done. And Danette, I'm with you. BBL, he does. Hell yeah, he does, beautiful black lady. Drake is a whole clown. Disney is calling. Yeah, that's Disney shit got him soft as a motherfucker. Nah, Deuce, if you with your lady, you play some DJ Quick. Drake gets no spin. Man, I'm off Take Care. I'm off Nothing Was the Same. I'm off. What was the other one? He had the other album before Take Care with the Alicia Keys Fireworks on it. I can't remember the You Could Thank Me Later or whatever it was called. Drake makes great music, but fuck Drake because he on some weak shit with a lawsuit after he was accusing Dot of being a woman beater. Hey, Degante, I'm with you, bro. That's exactly how I feel. You know what I'm saying? At least you feel me as far as him making great music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, but when Drake came out, my little nieces and nephews played it in the car, the radio. After that, I threw the man CD out the window because they played it too much. Kennedy got cooked at the Super Bowl. Kendrick bringing out the X, that's gangster. Yeah. Pusha T got Drake and Marley. Pusha T crushed Drake. If the machine would have got behind Pusha T, nigga, that shit was supposed to be way bigger. He murdered Drake. T Mystic, rest in peace to X-Man. I still bump his music. He couldn't stand Drake. Hey, man, rest in peace to DMX, man. Him and Kevin Gates, hey, they was giving them Michael Jackson treatment. Wait, what you mean? What happened with Kevin Gates? I don't care for Dot or Drake, but Drake gonna be rich after this lawsuit. Cameron, you crazy as hell. If you don't hear what's happening in the statute, they said first you gotta show us the damages and that you was hurt for it. But you have already failed to give us specifics. You're alleging Payola. Show us proof. The nigga cited what's the nigga the YouTuber name? Joe Budden, right? Mike B said Take Care album, I think is Drake's best album. Right? Monique, Me Too, X was what? Yeah, X is dope. So Gone. No, I don't think it was So Gone, bro. I think it was Thank Me Later. I'm finna look it up. You know what I'm saying? I hate light-skinned ninjas. Just kidding. Hey, look, don't get into the colorism, brother. You know what I'm saying? Whole vibe, terrible jealousy caused people to treat him so badly. T Mystic, that hurt my heart when he passed, and Black Rob. Yeah, Take Care was a dope album. DMX couldn't stand a lot of rappers as well as the industry. Yeah, but DMX was low-key hating on Pac when Pac first died, too. Don't forget that, because I ain't. Not trying to change the subject, but I really like the new Key Glock album. I don't even know who Key Glock is, brother. Facts, Pusha killed Drake. DMX, rest in peace, true legend. Hey, beautiful black lady, you 100% true. DMX had the record drop 2 multi-platinum albums in 1997. Or was it 98? One of those y'all got a bad sense of time. First, it's Dark and Hell is Hot. And then I think he dropped, then there was X, or one of them other ones, but it was, man, when X came out, it was different. Grimy, gutter. Nigga, the homies on the block, I pull up on 37 place. The homies like, you gotta hear this shit. You gonna love it. I'm like, what? Man, get the fuck up out of here. They're like, no. I'm like, man, this nigga from New York, bro. Man, this nigga grimy. Nigga, I heard that. Stop. Drop. No. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? I said, oh, this nigga. Drake music will kill a plant. The Lord Willing album by the Clips is hard. The Clips was hard. Well, Pusha T is hard. I can't say the Clips. The other nigga wasn't weak, but he just wasn't elite. You know what I'm saying? They was popping in their time, and that was K-Dot's time. Yeah. No, it's definitely K-Dot time. If you ain't, Thank Me Later was cool. Teasy, I ain't never mess with Drake. I listen to Pluto. Man, that's how I feel about Pluto. How y'all feel about Drake is how I feel about Pluto now. Pluto got better beats, right? That nigga Future got better beats, and Future got a gang of hits. I could fuck with some, but I can't fuck with all of them, bro. Because he can't really sing, right? but he does like R&B and shit. Then he got the mumble rap, right? So when he do rap, he come with the mumble shit. He's classic mumble rap. I never been into the mumble rap, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, so he ain't a great rapper. He ain't, but his beats be knocking. He comes up with some great choruses. That nigga Future is like that with that. When Drake acted like he was the best, that made the wolf come out and show you what it takes to get a nigga off his square. Put that 32nd Street Market, Deuce. Man, you don't know nothing about no 32nd Street Market. DMX, salute that story he told on the Breakfast Club when he had the police lights in his truck pulling him over because they drove too slow and disrespected his authority. And in that, nah, we ain't forgetting about DMX shade to Pac or throwing paper planes in LA to suggest Cali is soft. Crooked Eye got him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, rest in peace, the man dead. But, you know what I'm saying? Don't act like when he came out and niggas heard it, niggas like, okay, we fucking with his music, he hard. Then we hear the little slight little shit he was doing. Don't act like y'all wasn't calling that nigga Crackhead X. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, did you ever call that nigga Crackman X, bro? DMX. Then he had his little beef with Corrupt, but they say Corrupt was on some sucker for love shit behind Foxy Brown. So I get that, man. We don't even do that over here. That must be that you know, we had to import Corrupt, my nigga. We don't be going at niggas about no broad, man. He copied Wayne, The Weeknd, Future, Triple Extension, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how anyone listened to his nozzle ass voice. Who you talking about, G Wiz? Pusha T made Drake become a father to the child he was denying. That's a fact. Facts, Degante. My mom used to shop at 32nd Street Market. Damn, that's memory. Spirit Wonder, how come I never seen you at 32nd Street Market? Bro, I was a homeless teenager, runaway. I used to help old folks with their groceries every single day at 32nd Street Market. Then I'll go into the arcade and play Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? Go to the donut shop and get a bear claw, nigga, with some chocolate milk, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Razzcast is to go marked out if you don't stop it. That whole LP still not Cameron. I heard that clip when Lil Wayne advised Drake not to get into beef, just rap his songs and get his money. That was the best advice he ever gave that nigga. I used to love going to 32nd Street Market. Me and the homies used to ride our bikes up there. Mike B used to go up there what year, man? Y'all talking about 32nd Street Market like y'all been to the USC Village. DMX used to be in the Park Villages with Yael. Keith McCauley said he went to school with Ryan. Aubrey, yo, don't like anything about him, including his music. Hey, look, bro, I fuck with his music. Not his live performances. That shit is garbage. Spirit Wonder, what's up? Foxy Brown was a
My bad, Deuce. I was grabbing that stuff, man. But yeah, bro. Yeah, brother. Nasty work you presenting.
Hey, DMX slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. Said I'm slipping. I'm falling. Hey, did you ever call DMX Crackman X?
No, I never called him that, dude. I never
Did
called
you
him
ever
that,
hear
sir.
any of your homies call him that?
Yep, because he looked like he was doing dope at one point.
No, he was. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He had his demons and he was fighting them. You know what I'm saying? But I think the reason that the homies was on him, calling him Crackman X and shit, was because he used to be sliding the West Coast. But what's crazy, he ended up moving to the West Coast. Shout out to the homie Bistro. The big homie Bistro had the Do It Fluid lowrider shop. All of the stars used to go get their lowriders from Bistro right off La Brea, right? And Scott Storch, Jay-Z, even DMX. DMX got a couple of them from him. But He ended up getting lowriders, getting into that. Then he moved to Arizona. I wonder where that West Coast hate came from, bro. DMX, a co-lyricist. Mike B, I read DMX book, a great one. DMX, Stop Being Greedy. Yes, facts. One of my all-time greatest fitter. DMX was dope his whole career. I don't know about that. 93, 94, 95, 96. We used to stop at 32nd Street Market, going to 7 floors. What is 7 floors? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the flowers thing. DMX hated any nigga show bitch ass. DMX got hooked because of a lace, I think. X one of the greats. He said it best first about dude, respect the dog. Listen, you can't take that away from X. I don't care what he was on. His big homie laced him, shaking my head. A nigga he trusted. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Laced this thing to get him hooked on that bullshit, man. That was crazy. But let's get to this real quick, right? Back to the Damu Kiwe Conversation team. So let's look at some of the headlines about what's going on. We do got a second live, so I hope y'all tune in for that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go here real quick. We're going to get back into this. So CS Too Bad say he's suing me and Scandalous. I'm still waiting on that clubhouse room. We're going to pull up in a bloody bunch like, what's bracking? You know what I'm saying? What this weird ass nigga say? So garage at USC, we used to ride our bikes and skateboards down. Are you talking about over there by 32nd Street School, the little gifted magnet school right there? Let me see. In the mid-2000s, DMX said something slick like all West Coast was it smoking weed and lowriding or something like that. But since then, he started messing with the West. Mike B, when I found out I was mad, 32nd Street Market, Best Way, Boys Market, I remember all that shit. I remember the name Best Way. I don't know where none was at. Obviously, I know Boys Market. I know ABC, the one on Vernon in Vermont. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Norton was popular to them back then. Nah, I think he was smoking Primos. We ain't talking about snorting. That nigga was smoking Primos and then the crack pipe. Name the names, though, and what these bitches want. Oh, yeah, that was a hit. Deuce is called The Village. Nigga, how you gonna tell me about The Village? Nigga, USC Village. I just told you I was up there every day. It no longer exists, brother. They tore it down and they built school dorms for the kids. You can countersue CS2 for pushing a false narrative on you, Deuce. Man, if that nigga, first he called me a rat, the nigga, that's a lie. The nigga said I was in witness protection, that's a lie. The nigga lied and said I ran off to Wisconsin with a trainee. Maria got a pussy. You know what I'm saying? So, and never had a dick. You know what I'm saying? So, that nigga is crazy, bro. Spirit Wonder, he want to sue me because we exposed the truth. Good luck. I invited Spirit Wonder. Yeah, that East Coast, West Coast beef was crazy. Took us and me a long time before I listened to any East Coast rhymes. Bro, I used to didn't listen to Jay-Z because Pac said, fuck Jay-Z. DJ Boulevard, Rod, Lolo Hall. What about the old pizza spot on Vermont and Jefferson called Dr. Munchie? I don't know if it's spelled right. That's how I am. You said on Jefferson and Vermont by, let me see what's on Jefferson and Vermont. So you got the University Garden. Over here you got USC. Over here you got them blue apartments. Okay, so you talking about on the northwest corner, right? You want to talk about on the northwest corner. I don't remember no motherfucking Dr. Munchie pizza spot. It was like some kind of church or something right there. You know what I'm saying? I used to trap out them projects, you know what I'm saying? These was back in the days. So if the feds listening, I don't trap no more, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, I had an Operation Crackola, nigga. My baby daddy used to be with DMX and Mary J. DJ Boulevard. ABC on Main and 108th. Deuce Bots Market on 120th. Yeah, the other one on 120th in Vermont. I missed them stores. Lou, you know I will. Are you ready? Laugh all out. The pizza spot was right by the bike shop on Vermont. Nah, the bike shop was on Walton. You talking about Bill. Bill had the bike shop. I got Bill's number right now. He still owns some property in the hood. He sold the bike shop between Walton and Budlong, the property that he owned, and the property that was behind the bike shop, the 99-cent store. He owned that, him and his brother Ernest. I was trained by Ernest on plumbing and all of that. I used to be working with Ernest and hustling on Jefferson at the same time. And unless you're talking about a different bike shop, I don't know which one you talking about. They had the bike shop. Oh, no. You talking about the bike shop at the Village, bro. They had some fire-ass pizza inside the little, and when you go in there where the students eat at the Village, I think that's what you talking about. Yeah, they had a bike shop up at the Village. That ain't Vermont, though. That's on Jefferson and, like, McClintock. DMX, rest in peace, him and Pac, triple threats. Let's see what they talking about, man. And then I'm going to read the rest of this. I love Mary J. It was, how y'all get on Mary J? DJ Boulevard said, yeah, what about swimming at the Coliseum? It's not called the Coliseum, brother. It's called Exposition Pool. You know what I'm saying? And if you was up there, then you might have caught me humping up on your female cousins and shit when I was about 10, 11, 12 years old. Mannish as a motherfucker. Little perv. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call y'all back. That's what's up, sis. This nigga, hey, Marked Out, stop trying to act like you was up at an expo pool, bro. That's why you call it the Coliseum. No, you swimming in an exposition pool. The feds is listening. Wack is in here on his burner account. I used to go to that pizza spot back in the late 70s. Damn, you gotta be way older than me, Rod Lolo. 70, now I was born in 78. Good man, blessings, you still around. On the right side of the dirt. I'm gonna call y'all back. Your baby daddy used to be in the music industry. Most sis, they went to school together and ended up in prison together. My baby daddy from New York. Dude's got the whole Exposition Park area mapped out in his head. He'll never forget. Listen, if I don't know nothing in the world, nigga, I know hopping that gate on this before they built the dorms there to play basketball at the basketball court right on Exposition in Vermont. Me, Booger, Sean, Cash, Brimbone, rest in peace. The homie Lil C Blank, Fabricio, you know what I'm saying? Jeremy, Lil JJ. Nigga, we go up in there terrorizing, stealing the maintenance carts, driving all through USC on the maintenance cart, go to the underground arcades, you know what I'm saying? Go to the gym where the Gallon Center where the NBA or the USC basketball players and volleyball players and be at, the aerobic class and exercise. They leave their backpacks. We still ate backpacks. They got their purse up in the motherfucker. Nigga, we was terrorizing USC. Nigga, I even knew all the USC police. Bluebeard, all of them. Nigga, they be at my grandma's house by the time we get there. You know what I'm saying? Knowing we done fucked that motherfucker over. But then going to, when they filmed the last Boy Scouts at the LA Coliseum, I was up there for that as an extra, as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Going to the museum of aviation and all of that. The Rose Garden. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That whole area, man, that's the Village had a Foot Locker too. That's a fact, Marked Out. So you was up at the Village. And a Radio Shack. You know what I'm saying? Lil Deuce the perv. Yeah, I was a perv, bro. Oh, okay, sis. Hey, yo, all right, sis. I'm gonna call y'all back. I fuck with New York, huh? ODB, fam. What's my neighbors in Portland for like 15 years? They all look exactly like the grandma. Deuce, what devil ditch in my hood? Devil's ditch in your hood. It ain't no more devil's ditch. Devil ditch. I know two devil's ditch. Devil's ditch on La Brea, coming from the jungles when you coming right up on Slauson. And then the other devil's ditch that I knew wasn't really your hood is when they was building what is the 105 freeway right now, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to say that was Devil's Ditch. Now, maybe you know something better than I do. You know what I'm saying? See, when you get to talk about South Central, I've been all over. Gardena, that's my stomping ground. Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? Hawthorne. I didn't fuck around in Compton. I leave Yael and them niggas in Compton alone. Just my luck to dodge all these bullets in South Central to go to Compton, which I don't know too much about, and get knocked down. I remember the sports arena. It used to be popping, yeah. Oh, the Clipper games when they was passing out meal tickets so that you would fill the seats for the Clipper games. I'm just pulling a file of memories to the front of my mind. A screeching Mary J. I'm going down in my wheat Pigeon 205 just after passing my driver's test. Oh my God. Oop was my neighbors. They in here talking about the museum was lit. Yeah, that's a fact. And they used to have the McDonald's inside the museum. That was the end of time when we came in, when the street lights came on all over the place, no word. What you know about that, Miss Lisa? The Village was the only place you could find a Radio Shack in South Central. Yeah, was up there stealing. Yeah, I used to steal from Newberry's up there all the time. And 32nd Street Market. You know what I'm saying? From Maine to Spain, everywhere I met. By Henry Clay. Yeah, by Henry Clay. Devil's Den. If you going on Western, before you get to the bowling alley, that where the 105 come right there, bro, they were building the 105. That's what they used to call Devil's Ditch. I'm sure Yael don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Was on La Brea, and the other one was by Southwest College. Mike B, you already know. On if you go, you gotta be going south. That's where he talked about between Imperial and Henry Clay, which I think Henry Clay is like 127th or 26th or something like that. One of them streets on Western. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mike B bringing back Radio Shack. We got Devil's Ditch. The Arlington dip was brutal. Cali, my next spot to come. Janelle, I went to Lusinger and we would jump on the RTD. We hit Westchester for the girl. No, nigga, I used to go to Lusinger for the girl. In fact, I went through Hell Week at Lusinger, made it, got the position, starting defensive back and receiver or in. Nigga, my mama wouldn't let me stay and go to Lusinger. That was my freshman year. I was after doing Hell Week, nigga, and getting the spot. Man, my life might have been different, my nigga. Moving or visiting. Inglewood native. Nina, you from Inglewood? I didn't know you was from Inglewood. I thought you was from the land. I thought you was from LA. You know what I'm saying? South Central. They had a Devil's Ditch by Southwest College too. No, that's the one we talk about. But the one on La Brea was the original one, I think. Good looking out, Mike B. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a little bit older than me, so you clarify some things. I'd be scared to live in Cali because of earthquakes and fires. Yeah. We don't worry about no fires in the land like that. Is that Mike B from Village? Where you think you know Mike B from? Grew up in Inglewood, Hardy and Inglewood Ave. Okay, Inglewood Ave and Hardy. Okay. We stayed in Inglewood too, but we stayed in the Legend. We stayed on Arbor Vitae. I went to Kelso Elementary. We stayed on Arbor Vitae. Then we moved from Arbor Vitae we lived on Osage first. Behind my grandma, my mom's mom, she was 820 Osage. We stayed in the back apartment. And then we moved from there to Arbor Vitae. And from Arbor Vitae, my mom never lived back in the hood ever again. Corrupt went to Luzinger. He was from 11A Gangsta Crib, 11A Riders, yeah. I went to that terrible school. 1996. I'm a class of 96. De Niro Jones. I'm a registered, so I just need to start logging on. What time is it? We've been on an hour. Oh, yeah, so we got about another 10 minutes. Let me get through this article. All my life, I just grew up in the land. I went to school on 111th and Western, worked at Jesse Owens. Wait, you worked as a recreational specialist, or what you worked? You was a lifeguard at the pool? You know what I'm saying? A Jerry Curl juice all up in that goddamn pool at Jesse Owens. Stayed in the 40s and the 60s. Why did you go to school way in the hundreds, in 111th and Western? Why'd you go to school way up there if you stayed in the 40s and the 60s? Let me find out. You was a troublemaker. I went to Kelso too. I lived on Tamarack. Man, marked out, you trolling, bro. You ain't went to no damn Kelso, bro. Right around the corner, Kelso. Yeah, facts. I'm younger than you, Deuce. I'm only 42, champ. Hey, bro, don't be trying to put my business out there. When I said you older than me, you can lace me, my nigga. You supposed to went ahead with and roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? You try to embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? Is this a reload? Is this a re-upload? No, this ain't no re-upload. But look, everybody, make sure y'all turn on your notifications because we're going to get into the game losing his Calabasas mansion. We got another, what you call it, Deuce. Tell that nigga I'm the king of J.O. Jesse Owens. Man, you ain't no goddamn king of no Jesse Owens, nigga. He was playing ball. They sent that nigga to the valley. That nigga was playing ball. I seen the article. Yael, you remember Marked Out from Clubhouse, Yael? He ain't getting no internet right now. Device not connected. I worked in the gym, running the gym, shutting off the field lights, etc. Okay. Monique Hill, oh, you talking about a real earthquake. Monique Hill, earthquakes late at night, shake the whole damn house. Nothing like it. Class of 2000. Might be he just put 50 years on you like that. Hey, the guy, stop throwing gas on the fire, brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cool. Laugh my ass off. I grew up on Crenshaw and 110th. Wait, Crenshaw and 110th, so that's closer to like Imperial and Crenshaw. Yeah, I got a little trouble at Monroe and got kicked out, then went to Henry Clay and got kicked out, so no Washington. Also, you couldn't go to Wash House. Yeah, Wash House, that wasn't shit anyway. The Generals was rival. I went to Gardena High, so nigga, them was the rivals. Come here, Papa. Didn't nobody want to go to Wash House. They said all the girls at Washington had the HIV. Yeah, bougie ass Gardena. You was in the bottoms. Nina, not 110th is that still the bottoms, or is that closer to Imperial? I know it's like in the middle, if not all the way closer to Imperial and Crenshaw. The game finna go back to the club, Chippendales. Hey, what was his stage? Y'all out the pocket, man. That's why I love when Nipsey included us in the wrong area. Real ones know about having an earthquake kit at school. Y'all go to Subway. That got good Wi-Fi. The demo. Oh, you played for the demo? Man, this nigga be lying, bro. He always talking about. We can't find that link. Y'all say CS2 back said he was suing us. Hey, I coached at Jesse Owens for years. Still G Yeah, that's the weirdo hood. Yeah, that's the weirdo hood, I think, bro. Weirdo's blood. They always say it's the bottoms. Yeah, I think that's CPB or weirdos, but it goes right over there. It kind of switches to Avenue Paru, depending on where you at. Then you got the water gates and the IVCs when you get closer to Imperial on the other side. So you got to play it close to the vest. You get chipped anywhere in the land. You know what I'm saying? Drake's label files to dismiss amended lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar. Not Like Us. His new allegations are astonishing, right? As expected, Drake's label, Universal Music Group, has entered a motion to dismiss the rapper's amended lawsuit for defamation that he filed in April. Drake filed his initial suit against UMG in January over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, claiming that the label intentionally engaged in defamation by promoting the song. So they're not supposed to promote the song, huh, Drake? Get the out of here. In March, UMG filed a motion to dismiss. Last month, Drake's legal counsel refiled an amended complaint to focus on events that took place since the initial filing, claiming that UMG knowingly negotiated and promoted Not Like Us via Lamar's Super Bowl performance and consented to the track being played at the 2025 Grammy Awards. Why wouldn't they? On Wednesday, UMG once again filed to dismiss, this time for the amended complaint, largely maintaining the arguments from the original motion while addressing the more recent claims made in the updated complaint. Counsel for the company began by stating that Drake filed an amended complaint where he removed obviously false factual allegations. Update. Counsel for the company began by stating that Drake filed an amended complaint where he removed obviously false factual allegations, said that the new allegations are astonishing. Regarding the Super Bowl performance, lawyers for UMG wrote, as Drake concedes, Lamar's Super Bowl performance did not include the lyric that Drake or his associates are certified PDFs, i.e., the alleged defamatory material that is at the heart of this case. The focus of Drake's new claims that the largest audience for a Super Bowl halftime show ever did not hear Lamar call Drake or his crew PDFs betrays this case for what it is. Drake's attack on the commercial and creative success of the rap artists who defeated him rather than the content of Lamar's lyrics. In a statement to Variety, a UMG spokesperson shared, nowhere in the 100-plus page legal blather written by Drake's lawyers do they bother to acknowledge that Drake himself has written and performed massively successful songs containing equally provocative taunts against other artists. Nor do they mention that it was Drake who started this particular exchange. Apparently, Drake's lawyers believe that when Drake willingly participates in a performative rap battle of music and poetry, he can be defamed even though he engages in the exact same form of creative expression. Representative for Drake did not respond to Variety's request for comment. Throughout the 33-page document reviewed by Variety, UMG expands on a few arguments made in their initial motion to dismiss. The company's counsel claims that for Drake to justify his defamation claim, he cherry-picked anonymous online comments as evidence that listeners took Not Like Us as fact instead of art or hyperbole. They argue that the subjective opinions of a handful of people do not factor in, particularly where, as here, they are found in anonymous online comments, which are notoriously unreliable. Beyond that, UMG's counsel notes that Drake had withdrawn his prior false allegations that UMG paid to use bots to stream Not Like Us, as stated on the podcast. They're claiming that Drake is now citing a different podcast host who said that Lamar used bots and that he's relying on a since deleted anonymous X comment accusing Lamar of buying promo to clown Drake's lawsuit, and another post claiming UMG and Lamar used a bot streamer. Courts reject such online comment-based pleading because online comments utterly fail to make plausible the underlying factual claims they wrote. In their statement to Variety, UMG continued, Drake's lawyers can also keep seeking to uncover evidence of wild conspiracies as to why one song that upset Drake had massive global appeal, but there is nothing to uncover except for this. By working tirelessly in partnership with our artists, we achieve global success for them and their music. Our continuing partnership with Drake and his enduring success is a shining example. Despite his lawyers' attempts to silence other artists and threaten the companies that work with them, we remain committed to propelling Drake's career while maintaining our unwavering support of all of our artists. Creative expression, Drake's included. So Drake wants to be different. He has this privilege. Hashtag Drake privilege in the chat. Hashtag Drake's privilege. Despite UMG's motion to dismiss the amended complaint, discovery in the suit is still ongoing. In early April, a judge denied UMG's request to stay the discovery process and allowed Drake to proceed and requested access to documents, including Lamar contracts with the label. So that's crazy that they're going to give access to, because they have no right to the access with Kendrick Lamar's contracts, as they have a lot of that be under non-disclosure. You know what I'm saying? Drake trying to get all up in this man's business. Bro, this is nasty work. The fact that they giving it up and to the court is going to really make this dude look good, because he's on a fishing expedition. He's made all of these conspiracy theories and all of this stuff, and with nothing solid to prove that was that it was a conspiracy against him. That's the only way he lost, bro. That's terrible. Century, Prairie, Crenshaw, Imperial. Century and Prairie, you getting pulled over by the police. You know, Prairie used to be the host road. You know what I'm saying? Century still is the host road. You know, nigga keep it pimping like Prairie. You know what I'm saying? That's the weirdos. The bottom started the weirdos, yeah. And I ain't fuck with none of them. I love my blues early. Nina is making sure you know she only liked the Crip. The bottoms is 104th Street. Weirdos, 110th Street. That would be the main street of the bottoms marked up. What's up with my thing, man? Let's turn this off. Got it. Drive Moz. I'll be back. Okay. Well, we're going to be going through this chat, and then in 3 minutes, we're going to kill this, and we're going to get into this game content. Told y'all we got 2 lives tonight. We're fortunate. I hope y'all all hit that like button on y'all way in. You know what I'm saying? And that y'all do. I have a blue heart on my face. It's serious. Damn, Nina 13. You see, he got mad. They said A minor. Big Marcus. He got mad. They said A minor. Y'all dudes, Big Marcus, what up? You grew up in the wrong part, huh? Let me see. Nina 13 been catching up on comments. Girl, you was a bad little one. Dwight Young, salute dudes, salute family. What y'all remember about playing carom pool at our after-school program at Hillcrest Elementary? I used to play after-school caroms, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that, but I wasn't going there. I think I had already moved to Gardena at that time, or Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one of them I was at. I was on dumb shit. Nina, damn, I didn't start banging until after the 8th grade. Shaking my head, that's when I started getting knocked out of school. Kicked out of school. But you started early for sure. Bird, what it do, King? Salute. Drake has that J-ish privilege. He thought that those J-ish label owners would always prioritize him and give him whatever he wanted, no matter what he did. Hey, Montega, bro, the elephant in the room, he spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? Carom Poole, my bad. I was one of the coldest Carom Poole players at Hillcrest Elementary, 89-90. I ain't mad at you, Nina 13. I understand it. My next door neighbor was like you. Drake privilege, fact. That is so young. Wow, y'all soldiers really worked out. Yeah, but he young. He 40, I'm 44. Drake, you lost and you will lose again and again. You not like us. The snooty fox. Hey, Big Marcus, listen, bro. If a nigga say he ain't knocked some down at the snooty, he ain't from the land. Or the magic carpet, you know what I'm saying? Or the Mustang, you know what I'm saying? You got to have 2 out of 3 on them, or I'm gonna start thinking you ain't from the land, or you might be with a broken wrist. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So who gonna sign Drake after this? Labels won't trust him. Fact. I never banged. I just knew all the gangbangers and gravitated towards all the Crips, and it's been that since way back. Drake will be taken down. Process already started. Vlad, the Impaler, first said Dot was capping about the allegation, but recently he started saying Drake has something going on with minors. Oh yeah, it's down bad. Lou, UMG owns everything he done. Fact, at his Hidden Hills estate. Damn, my sister you live on 108th and Doty. Nobody if they smart. So Vlad is on assignment. Oh yeah, he's going down. Westside Paru. 142nd and Parmalee, Deuce. See, I don't really know about all that. Parmalee and all that in Compton. I know about the Deuce lines. I'll be over there. Like recently, BIP to the homie 2Ps. You know what I'm saying? I used to be over there with him, my cousin Ray. She from Kelly Park. But her nigga, rest in peace, he was from West Side, so she used to be over there. So I used to go over there with her. You know what I'm saying? Drake mother never told him no. Doritos, Tiki Punch, and 2 packs of Now Latest for $1.07. Damn, that was the good old days. You know what I'm saying? I knew never to bang Miss Lisa. I was just always known by everyone. He been fed. Mom was a Russian spy. He came over in 72 and worked for the U.S. Navy. Who, Miss Lisa? Who mama was a spy? What kind of black man cries for a tuna bagel sandwich after his mama made him some chicken? Yeah, the snooty fox. G-Max, salute. Damu Kiwe Conversations back with the realest content, and our Chuck stay active for sure. That's a fact, bro. Drew V, $30 for 4 hours was the shit. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Lisa, you saying his mom defected to the CIA after being a Soviet intel officer? That's where Vlad comes from. Oh, Vlad, okay. Now I'm on it. Yeah. Whack with them fake shell companies he broke. I'm going to take the dog out so I can catch the next live. Well, we finna start the next live right now. Compton rapper is suing Epic Records for stealing his beat on Kendrick song Squabble Up. I don't believe that. I remember the Freeway owned that motel on Century and Fig. Freeway Rick. Oh, yeah, Freeway Rick on Century and Fig. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, we out of here, though. Damu Kiwe Conversations. Hey, y'all tune in. We finna go live right now. Talk about Chuck Taylor. I'm going to send the link, too. Hopefully he come up. You know what I'm saying? We out.